all did y'all come up with your band name?
Well, my brother actually tricked us into the name We As Human. He came to a rehearsal. We were trying to pick a name, and we went through names like Push and 777 and Wounded and some other names. We couldn't find anything we liked. And we were about to just be like, we'll be the nameless band. And my brother came downstairs, and he's like, hey, this weekend, like 3 doors down, and We As Human are playing at this local venue. Do you guys want to go to the show? I was like, yeah, of course, that'd be cool. And he's like, I got you. I'm like, what do you mean you got me? He's like, We As Human sounds like a real band name, right? And I was like, yeah, they're playing this weekend. And he's like, no, that's not a band yet. That should be a band. That could be your name. So that's how we got the name We As Human.
Very nice.
If we were tricked into it. I still need to punch it for it.
Of course. Alright. Did you use any particular inspirations while working on your record? If so, what were they?
I think we all come from really varied backgrounds. Like this guy loves Steve Vai.
Steve Vai, Joe Satriani.
Yeah. All that real prog metal stuff. Dave.
I don't know. I love like old school, like funk, Tower Power, and Earth, Wind and Fire. Non-rock. Just non-rock.
Anything that's got slam and bass groove.
Yeah. It's got a groove. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. And I love Alter Bridge. I love Garth Brooks. I love Keith Urban. I love Deftones.
Wow.
All that. I'm just a fan of well-written songs. I think any of us are.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's to me the final authority on all things. I think blues and southern rock guitar.
Alright.
That's what I love. And I grew up listening to like Dream Theater and progressive stuff. So we kind of all came from different things. We're all drawn from different inspirations.
Yeah. So I'm the primary songwriter in the band. So a lot of times I'd write a song and bring it to these guys, or we'd write a song together, or I'd go do co-writes or whatever. You know, just there's really no one way to make music. So we just express it however we can, and just throw it all together, and then really it gets down to that last like week in our rehearsal space when we start tearing these songs apart, making We As Human.
We bring it down to our little layer, and then we just like completely hash it out, just section by section, and try and make a moment out of every section.
Alright, so what image do you hope your music conveys?
What image?
Yeah. Like
rock and roll, of course.
I mean, like, you know, like we think, like we want people to think we sound like this, or we want people to think we sound like that.
Yeah. We don't put a lot of thought into that, to be honest with you. We're a band that we just love playing music, and we jam together a lot, and even if we weren't doing this professionally, as we didn't for a lot of years, we just did it because we loved it. We've never sat down and been like, we want to sound like this, and we want this kind of guitar riffs, and we want this kind of drums. We never did that. We just got together and jammed, and we just play the music we like. We don't care what our label thinks. We don't care what, honestly, as much as we love our fans, we're not making music to try and please everybody. We're making music that just makes us happy.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, that's where our music comes from. Like, I don't care if it's gonna sell on the radio or not. If it puts a smile on my face, or it gives me some sort of an emotion, sadness, happiness, whatever, then we're happy with it. And then it just goes from there. And we're really lucky that other people like our music.
It is amazing. It's definitely different from what I normally hear.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, favorite venue to play in?
Machine Shop is
a
little club out in Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan.
Off the hook. There was wall to wall, probably 500 people. Not a huge venue. That place was off the hook.
Yep.
So yeah, we love the Machine Shop.
I would agree with that.
Chameleon Club was awesome. The Altar Bar.
Milwaukee was it?
What
festival was that?
Summerfest?
Summerfest.
Yeah.
Summerfest.
Up in Milwaukee, absolutely off the hook.
Yep. So we've got quite a few.
all the venues.
All of
the music venues of the world.
Very nice. Alright, last question. What does music mean to you?
That's a good one.
I mean, partially for me, music is kind of an experience. This is kind of like who I am. This is kind of like what I do. Whether it's playing, with the horn section, or with these guys, rocking out on stage. Just playing music for me is is almost like just a way of life. You know, I'm always listening to music, always playing music. This is, that's what it is for me. It's an extension of myself, I guess.
Yeah.
You've been trying to convince us to bring out a horn section, but
I would love it. It'd be so sick. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna get a
telling you.
trombone. It
Yeah.
will happen. I'll have a trombone. You're not gonna go this one.
That'll be the remixed album, right?
There we go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We as human remix.
The music.
Yeah, music I think for all of us is an escape. It's
Yeah.
a way. It's a way.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like as musicians or an artist or wherever people's passion lies. Until you do this thing, until you get that out, you're just like jittery. Like I gotta do this. You know, like I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go weld something if you're a welder. I gotta go paint something if you're a painter. For us, like
It's like a hit for you, yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. And so I mean, we talk about our family in our songs. We talk about our faith in Christ in our songs. We talk about everything in our songs, you know. There's nothing we leave out. We're really vulnerable. We talk about our mistakes and our triumphs and everything. So it's just this massive expression of our lives. And it's kind of hard to do that because you have to be really vulnerable. You have to let people see into your soul. And luckily for us, most people like it.
Yeah.
But there's people out there that are like, you know, you got haters. Haters gonna hate. Potatoes gonna potato.
All right, very good. All right, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.